confusion on the air, but the right fault. Pussy motherfucker when I hate while I wait with the
Yo, what is good, yo? This is JV here. Got an album review for you guys. Quick one. Pretty excited about this one. The man Be Free is back with a new project, Free from Seoul. This is a 6-song EP that I'm definitely feeling. But before I get into the thing too long, you know, how I do it, go track by track, reading them off my phone and giving you guys my quick thoughts on each of the tracks. If y'all haven't noticed, new phone alert. Got the iPhone 6S Plus. Yeah, 6S Plus. Sorry, I'm not like a super techie guy, so I sometimes be forgetting the names of these. But yeah, definitely feeling this phone so far. So gotta say, if you're not familiar with Be Free, he's a Korean rapper. Been putting in work for a while now, and he basically separated from his label not too long ago and is kind of launching his new thing that I'm definitely really excited about. I was a big fan of his music before, and now that we have this project, I gotta say that he's definitely heading in a very good direction, production wise, bar wise. Everything's very sound on this particular project, and it makes me very excited for the future. So let's just get started. It starts out with Shadow. We got Coke Jazz. If you're not familiar with Coke Jazz, he's associated with the Cohort. But yeah, man, a very atmospheric, airy, you know, kind of low-key kind of style productions, and the flow's very matchy, and it kind of sets the stage for what this project's gonna be. And I wouldn't say that this project is particularly low energy as much as it's very chill. It's very vibe oriented. You're not getting crazy turn up records. About as turn up as it gets is probably the Fly Away remix, which we'll get into later. That's probably the height of energy on this particular one. But none of it gets particularly boring in my opinion. You know, we got 6 songs here, so it's clean, it's concise, it's to the point, and I feel like this is definitely one of these EPs that are an experiment. You know, people have handled EPs differently in the past. Some people will give you a plethora of completely different sounds, kind of like a Luna or Taeyeon, in 6 songs or 5 songs that are like different genres, so you're getting kind of the full, you know, platter of what they have to offer. But Be Free with this project, I feel like kind of cleverly crafted it to have almost like a seamless transition from track to track, to the point that you could put this on and listen to the entire thing and kind of be like, whoa, wait, what? I kind of like didn't even notice that it went from song to song, because some of the transitions are so clean. The energy is so seamless, you know what I mean? And that's the best way I could describe this, is that it's very seamless. And I have to give a quick shout out to all the production. I didn't get to look necessarily at the credits of who did the production on this and from song to song, so I do apologize for that. But I want to give a quick shout out to whoever did the production on this, or the people who did production on this. They did an absolutely fantastic job. I'm gonna go song by song. So Shadow definitely sets the stage. Then we have the main single for this, New Wave, Double K and Palo Alto. Y'all gotta know who they are for sure. I offered my in-depth thoughts on this track because I did a reaction to it not too long ago, so go check that out if you're interested in it. But yeah, definitely loving this track. I love the light guitar touches in there, so that was you know, a cool change of pace. And this is one of the singles that definitely intrigued me the most on this, just because of how nuanced the instrumental is. And you know, Be Free really does his thing. Double K comes in with the heightened energy in the midsection of the piece, and then Palo Alto leads it on the end. You know, Palo Alto absolutely always murders his verse. So I was really glad to see that even though we're getting a short project on here, we're getting a lot of different features, but they're not, you know, Be Free's not getting rocked on his own album per se. He's definitely holding his own for sure, setting the stage for these guys, and they're doing nothing but adding to this piece. The third one, you know, of Lies with Just This. Shout out to Just This, man. He dropped an album earlier this year. I think it's like Too Many Homes for One Kid or something like that. Loved that album. So seeing him on this was really excited. I'm glad that, you know, Be Free's really keeping it in the circle, keeping it to the people he rocks with. And you know, though we're getting the brand change, you know, from what he was before to, you know, launching his own label, the fact that he's still keeping his circle tight, he's still keeping that signature Be Free sound, but if anything, he's becoming more talented of an MC. He's becoming more talented of a songwriter and constructing these albums and these individual tracks. So Lies is definitely another atmosphere track. Don't want to get too much in depth to the production because I don't want to, repeat the same stuff. But a perfect song. I love the placement of this track on a great vibe out piece. Justice's contribution to this track I thought was on point. And now we have the most intriguing song, let alone the last one, but the Flyaway remix with Luda and Co. If you're not familiar with Luda and Co., they're Japanese MCs out of the, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, it's like Aili Hustle Hard movement over there in Japan. You gotta know Co. Rose to basically mainstream exposure with the Ichimar record that he had the last verse on, I believe, or the second to last, if I'm not mistaken. Along with like J All Day, Luda, part of the same collective as him. He put out a record earlier this year, Dirt 2, that I was a big fan of. And then now we have the Flyaway remix. Again, this is about as turned up as the record gets, but it's still a relatively tame trap song. Production wise, you get your hi-hats, you get your 808s. It's very clean, there's not muddy or anything like that, and their contributions are basically what you'd come to expect from Be Free, Luda, and Co. They definitely do what they do best. If I had one critique on this, I feel like when you're bringing Luda and Co. onto a Be Free track, I feel like I was really hoping for the energy to pop a little bit more. Though this song is definitely a standout song in this 6-song EP, I feel like a Be Free, Luda, and Co track could have been like a banger per se, you know what I mean? And it definitely keeps that ethereal kind of feel that the rest of the EP goes. So I appreciate the fact that you can have a track with these three guys together and it kind of doesn't break the cohesivity of the full project, but I was just really hoping for something a little bit more, boom. But I can definitely see myself revisiting this song. Then we have Dollars and Yen, Occasion, and Coke Jazz. This is the most cohort song I've probably ever heard that's not overtly a cohort song. But man, shout out Be Free, he bringing Occasion onto here. If you're familiar with Occasion's music, you're getting that. And I don't know how to describe this without sounding like I'm taking shots. It's like a melodic groaning type of crooning that we're getting from Occasion that he normally does, and then Coke Jazz on the latter half. I love how rich we got 3 appearances from Coke Jazz on this project, so I love that. I'm a big fan of Coke Jazz, that's why. But yeah, man, this was a cool song. Again, a lot of the cohorts, more, atmospheric tracks are not necessarily my cup of tea. They definitely dabble in that whole cloud track, dark trap kind of movement. So we get a little bit of that in this track. And then the last track, which is probably my favorite, is Juan with Coke Jazz, which is basically, and the way I could describe it is that we have some like live instrumentation on here. You could hear that crisp drum set on there. It almost sounds like some 90s alt rock. Some light grunge elements, kind of guitar on there. And then we have some sang vocals on this with, it seems like, I wouldn't say auto-tune, but some kind of vocal modulation of some sorts. But really love the way this track came together. A great way to end it off. Again, I was getting like Kid Cudi mixed with a little bit of Nirvana, a little Soundgarden in there, mixed with some modern cloud trap hip hop kind of stuff. So beautiful amalgamation of different sounds and genres on this particular track to end it off perfectly. So that's my my quick thoughts on these tracks. Overall, what do I think about the project? I think it's a definite interesting change of pace from Be Free's music. Yeah, it keeps that Be Free sound, you know what I mean? When you hear this is not necessarily anything that blows my mind as to like, oh my god, this is Be Free. No, this is definitely what I've come to love about Be Free's music, but with a fresh new take on it. The production was clean. His vocal approaches didn't get trite or stale over time. It remained fresh. It remained entertaining. I loved his features that he had on this project, and for a 6-song EP, he definitely created a very enjoyable experience. It makes me interested in the future if this kind of like chilled, laid back thing is something he's definitely gonna go for, and kind of ditch some of the more conventional trap stuff that he's dabbled with in the past. It makes me really excited, and I'm definitely with it. So if you guys are Be Free fans, definitely Send him your regards on Twitter. He's definitely looking for feedback on this project, and I definitely wanted to offer my quick thoughts on it. Like the project. And if you guys want to support Be Free, hit him up on Twitter. Let him know you love the project. Support the project as much as you can. And shout out him, man. I think he did a great job on this. Curious as to what y'all thought about it, so in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about the project. What do you think about Be Free? What do you think about my review? Let me know. Till next time, this is JV. I love you guys. Bye.